Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Bad. Start. Alright, database expired, but we are VFR, so it does not matter. So I will click OK, or up and to the left. So it's communicating. Oh, that's good. And we're on 123, so we're talking to Mansfield. And they can, I hear static, so people should hear me. Transponder, altitude. And I think we can go do a run-up now. Mansfield traffic Turkey 31 November at the Academy taxiing to the ramp, Mansfield. I don't see anybody.
Trying to see if I could get the Wi-Fi out here, but I couldn't reach it. I was going to see what the winds are doing exactly right now. But we'll just punch in the ATIS at taunt, or the ASOS at taunt.
Alright.
Grab that when we get up in the air. That way you can get your gust factor like we were just talking about. But if you can look at the windsock, the tricky part about this windsock is that when it stands straight out, it's at least 15 knots, and it's practically standing straight out right now. So when it gusts, we can tell the winds are above 15 knots. We won't be able to really gauge that though.
I see, right. But it is pretty much down the pipe there.
Yeah.
Alright. Flight controls. That looks good. Alright, mixture, rich, and power to 2000. I just want to make sure that brake is set.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. The winds, those are old though.
The forecast was saying almost 30 knot winds today.
Yeah.
Alright, circuit breakers look like they're all in. Suction is above 5, so we're good. Amp meter is charging, so that's good. And let's check our magnetos.
If it kind of revs up and down a little bit on you like that,
yeah,
it's going to happen today because the wind's hitting the propeller.
Gotcha.
So when we get those wind gusts and stuff,
alright.
I just got to do this real quick.
Yeah.
Check mic out.
Alright, we're good on the magnetos. Go back to both, let it equalize, and carb heat on. And we say that it's raising, and we'll bring it to idle. And make sure the engine's running. And it's running, so click up. And carb heat off. Speed, rating 0. Artificial horizon is level. Set our altimeter. 122, turn coordinates level. And heading indicator. Set vertical speed indicator's at 0, so we're good there.
Cool.
Alright. I think we're ready to taxi to 3-2. I'm gonna tighten this. Mansfield traffic Cherokee 31 November. We're at the ramp taxiing to runway 32, Mansfield.
Cool. See how quiet the radios are today?
Yeah.
It's because it's windy.
I was listening on my way in.
Probably didn't hear too much of anything.
No, I heard you guys doing a simulated engine out.
Yep. We'll practice a couple of those today too. It's fun with the winds because it's totally different.
Yeah.
That's the fun thing about the engine outs, you know, practice. Real ones aren't as fun.
Mansfield Drive Turkey, 3 November, crossing 0422 the grass, Mansfield. I've been looking up computers all since I flew the simulator with the Oculus Rift. Need a faster computer.
Yeah.
So expensive though.
That's the thing. Sometimes I get in the mood like, all right, I'm doing it. I'm just going to buy it. And then I'm like, oh man, but that much money. I don't want that to be out of my bank account right now. And it's crazy. Like even the cheaper end of a gaming PC is at least $1,000.
Oh yeah. I think, and if you want to run the Rift, you need a little bit more.
Yeah.
They're saying you need 50 frames per second. You need a real computer for that.
Yeah. I just think it's crazy that you can buy an Xbox or a PlayStation for $200 or $300 and run them at like 80 FPS, like 1080p graphics and everything just fine. But the second that it's for a PC, the prices just skyrocket.
Yeah. Even if you build it yourself too, I mean.
Yeah. And I've looked at it. It doesn't look that hard to build them.
No.
Connecting wires and using a little solder here and there. Big deal, but it's just the prices on everything. It's like, holy crap.
Yeah. Well, it's like, 10 or 12 different things, and they're each, $200 each, and it gets up quick.
And then you want a decent graphics card, and those are way up there, too.
That's right. Alright, well, mixture's rich, fuel pump's on, landing light is on. I'm gonna check trim. I'm not gonna set it, usually I set it higher, but I don't think I need to do that today.
He's gonna want to get off the ground for you today.
That's what I figure. Engine gauges one last time. 0 level, we're at 122 level. I can, that looks... That's fine there. Carb heat's off. Mixture is rich. Flaps are down. Trim is good. Controls. Doors are latched. Alright. I think we're ready to go.
Cool.
So we're just going to we're staying in the pattern here?
Yep.
Okay. Mansfield traffic, Turkey 3 November, departing runway 32 for left closed traffic. Mansfield. Alrighty.
Actually, it looks like it's kind of starting to clear up.
Yeah.
Never know what this screwy weather's going to do.
It's crazy here.
Just like we talked about, when you go full throttle, start getting some speed, and then just kind of nice and smoothly let it get off the ground, and then just kind of let it build up some speed before we start the climb out.
Full power, airspeed is already alive. Gauges are in the green.
Do some really short fields on days like today.
We're up. Stay here a bit.
There you go. Now just go ahead. You got plenty of speed now. Start bringing her on up, just like that. It's perfect.
Put a little trim in here. And we'll just zoom in.
Temperature 09er Celsius. Dew point -05 Celsius. Altimeter 29er 80. Remarks. Density altitude -500. Taunton Municipal Airport, Taunton, Massachusetts. Automated weather observation 1855 Zulu. Wind 310 at 15. Peak gusts 29er.
15 gusting 29. There you go.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November, turning left crosswind to left downwind for runway 32 Mansfield.
You'll see they got a TFR up over Gillette Stadium today too.
Oh, that was funny. I was listening to Boston Approach on the way in. A pilot asked about that, and Approach was like, "We don't know anything about that."
That's weird.
That definitely happened today.
Yeah, it's the UMass Minutemen, I think. It says Minutemen. I don't know if it's UMass or not. I think that's them playing BYU there for a football game.
How funny. I was like, the pilot's like, "Well, that's what it says on Foreflight."
I called the flight service station one time in flight and asked if the TFR was still hot over Gillette. And his answer was, "I don't know, why don't you just Google it?" I was like, I'm in an airplane.
Yeah,
Google's not readily available all the time.
Yeah, like, I'm a little busy. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November, left base, runway 32 Mansfield.
Westerly New England 4 is 10 to the southeast, 1600 inbound wind.
Now on days like today too, where our ground speed's going to be a lot lower, see how we're back at 53 knots right here over the ground?
Yeah.
It's good that you're high like this. You kind of picture if you lost an engine or anything, you honestly probably might not even be able to make that runway.
I can see that, right.
And so if you're higher on the approach, that's going to help because we're not sinking any faster. We're sinking at the same rate. We're still doing a 500 foot per minute descent, but it's going to take us longer to get in, so we're going to lose more altitude.
All right. Okay, we're getting pushed a little bit here.
There you go. Looking good. And if you want, leave those flaps right at 25. That's going to help you.
I gotcha.
Now start bringing her on down. There you go. You can bring that power right back. You're plenty high now.
Now she sings pretty fast.
Yeah. Now just look for that same sight picture and everything that you normally do, and if you need to, add a little bit of power to smooth it out. There you go. Now just slowly keep bringing the power out. Slowly keep bringing that nose up. Bring her nice and close to the ground. A little more, a little more. There you go. Now start bringing the nose up. Cut that power off. A little more right rudder. A little more. All right, not bad. The winds are going to move you around on these. That's the thing. You just got to fight them a little bit.
All right. Mansfield traffic Cherokee 3 November, clear, runway 32 taxiing back to 32, crossing 0422 the grass Mansfield. Extra fuel pump.
Yeah, those are some nice winds.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. Always.
Treat it almost like a normal landing in the sense of what you're looking for sight picture-wise coming in. Get that nose over the runway, aim at those numbers. When you see them disappear below the cowl, look as far down the runway as you can. Try to touch the nose to the end of it. If you get a wind gust, it might pick you up a little. And if you feel it kind of pick you up a little or see, you know, that you got lifted up a little higher, just add a little power, bring it back over the runway, walk the power back out. You know, if you get a really good wind gust and it kind of blows you way off to the side or picks you up a real lot, just hit the power and get out of there. Do a go around, set yourself back up for another good one.
All right. How long is the plane down when you guys have to do the 100-hour?
It really depends. Sometimes a couple days, sometimes a week.
Yeah.
If there's any part that needs to be replaced, or sometimes different 100 hours require a little more in-depth inspections of different things, like 500-hour inspections on the magnetos, depending on where those are, that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. Switch tanks here.
If you want, you can leave it. We'll be up for a short enough time, and in the pattern, we're not really going to burn too much fuel today.
All right.
Good that you're thinking like that.
Well, normally we do it over there, and I forgot, so.
Yeah, and think about it, too. You really don't want to switch it right before you take off.
Just in
By
case.
the time you rolled out and gave it power and started rotating, that's kind of be where the full switch would switch over. So if there was a problem, you'd be pretty low to the ground.
Gotcha. All right. That's smart. Okay. Fuel pumps on, gauge. Level, 0 level, 5 level, and looks pretty. Okay. Carburetor's up, mixture set, flaps down, trim, good. Alright, we're ready.
Alrighty.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 on November, departing runway 32 for left closed traffic, Mansfield. Oh, that sun is bright.
Yeah, it is. Almost makes you wish the clouds stayed.
Yeah, I know. Goodness. I don't see anybody coming. Alright, full power. Right rudder. Airspeed's already alive. 3 in the green. More right rudder, there we go. And we're going to go up quick here. Plenty airspeed. America 29. And we'll go ahead. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November, turning left crosswind to left downwind for runway 32, Mansfield.
Funny how dead these radios are up here. Now see where that runway is in relationship to your wing? See how it's so close in?
Yeah.
Or a little close. Keep your downwind a little bit longer next time.
Alright.
There, now bring that power right back to idle here. And just try to glide it in and around. Kind of turn it in as you need to and everything, and get a feel for what the plane's going to do. Just remember that when you're on final, you're really going to lose a lot of speed over the ground, which means that you're not going to be able to glide as far.
Mansfield traffic, Turkey 3 November, short final, runway 32, Mansfield.
Cool. Now what can we do to lose some altitude here?
We can do this.
Nice. What do we call this?
Forward slip.
Good.
And it's not working very well for me.
Hold it in there. Just keep that rudder in. Put it to the floor. Now just hold the wing down as you need to. Keep your track the same. You'll lose it. You're dropping like a rock now. You gotta let it kind of get established in it. Now as you're coming in, just bring in those flaps. There you go. Now look for that sight picture. Get it over the runway. There you go. Nice and slowly keep pitching up. Oh. Nice gentle motions. A little more right rudder. A little more. Not bad. 15 gusting 30 really ain't that bad when it's down the runway.
Right. I need just a little more patience on my end. Mansfield traffic, Turkey 3 November, clear runway 32, taxiing back to 32, crossing 0422 the grass, Mansfield.
There you go. That one looked good.
No, thanks.
Try doing a short field in this.
Okay.
Mix it up a little. You'll see you'll be able to take off, and if you do the landing right, you can land real short.
Yeah, I bet. And I'm sure we'll take off in about 10 feet.
With wind gusts of 30 knots, I mean, the stall speed on those cruisers with full flaps is 31 knots.
Oh, wow.
So if we got a little extra wind gust, we could just sit at the end of the runway and wait for it to pick us up.
Right. Like a helicopter. Alright. Extra rich fuel pump on. Steps down. Alright, I think we're ready again.
Yep.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, departing runway 32 for left close traffic, Mansfield. Oh, whoops. I didn't set up for the short field.
Oh, you got plenty of time too. There's no rush.
So 2 notches of flaps.
Yep, now.
And brake.
Yep.
Brake is fully set.
Good. Now in the future too, try to remember to use all that runway. Swing it and bring it to a stop. Or simulate like you really care about that extra 4 feet, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Alright, that's fine. So we're gonna build up till full here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna let the brake down and we're gonna take off ground effect, get speed to V of X, and then VY.
Cool.
Alright, full power. Stop. Tack is full, so here we go.
Alright. There you go. Keep that rudder in there now. Climb her out. She's already up at that 64.
Alright.
Hey, bring her up. She wants to go up. There's your 64.
Oh.
This thing will shoot right up on a day like today for you.
Wow.
Feel that nice little wind gust push you though?
That was a good one. I mean, that took me right off the runway.
That's because on that one too, it wasn't really even as much of a gust too as it shifted directions. If you look at the sock on that one then, it was straight down the runway when you started your takeoff roll, and right about the time you rotated, it switched to a nice little crosswind right there for you.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November, entering left downwind for runway 32 Mansfield.
That tailwind you get pushed right down on that downwind.
Yeah. 107 ground speed. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November, left base, runway 32 Mansfield.
Islander, New England 35 southeast, inbound 32 westerly.
Now what we're going to do is we're still going to carry in a little bit of a gust factor even though we're doing a short field. So normally you're back about 60 knots on the short field or so coming in. Still come in about 65. That's going to drop our ground speed nice and slow.
Okay.
And if you want to, you can carry your speed up all the way in. Just when you get close, walk it back and then let it slow down around there on short final.
Alright.
Now out here, kind of work that center line problem. See how the runway doesn't look nice and even?
Yep.
That means we're not aligned with the center line of it. So work that out here. Start bringing yourself over. No matter which way the airplane's facing, when you're looking outside down that runway should look nice and even width-wise. So right now, you're like right on the right edge of it. So keep it coming over a little more. There you go. Now, start slowing that power back. Bring in full flaps. Bring in the last notch even. Stay slower right down. Little bit of control. There you go. Now use those rudders. Straighten that nose out. You need a lot of right rudder, a lot of left aileron. So bring that over. There you go. Just like that. See all this? Hold that. Now cut the power right off. Boom. Take those flaps out. Hit the brakes. Oh, God. See, one of the things I want you to try to do is don't look. You know where those flaps are, and you know where that brake is. You don't need to look down to do that. Feel for it.
Right.
That muscle memory. You've been in the plane enough, you'll know right where it is. Just grab that flap lever, reach up, hit the brake. That's the one little quirk about this plane is we don't have the toe brakes, so you can't be on the brakes, you know?
Yep.
And hit the flaps at the same time, but not bad. Hey, look, we're barely even moving. The airspeed's registering on the tack because of those winds today. Or, registering on the tack, registering on the airspeed. I don't even know why I just said that, but...
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November clear, runway 32, taxiing back to 32 Mansfield.
Now, what I want you to do this time is we're going to do another short field takeoff.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the ground effect as much in a short field. Like, you don't have to rush the plane off the ground. You can keep it right on the ground. Let it build up speed when you get near VX. Start climbing right out at VX.
Okay.
You know, if you want to add a couple extra knots to it today for those wind gust factors, that's perfectly fine as well. As long as you have logic and reasoning behind what you're doing, like an examiner will be fine like that. Like if you say, you know, I know VX in this plane's 64 knots, I'm going to let it come up a little closer to probably 70 knots. I know I'll still have enough room, and that's going to account for the wind gusts to play it safe. He'll be okay with that.
All right. Okay, so extra ridge, fuel pump on. 2 notches of flaps.
Now, the other little thing is when you're sitting here at idle like this, feel how the plane's kind of a little rough?
Yeah.
That's because it's at too low of an idle. If you bring it up to 1,000, feel it smooth out. It'll smooth out a little bit, and it'll keep the spark plugs cleaner.
Gotcha. Okay. And fuel pump gauge. Alright. I think we're good. And Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November, departing runway 32 for left closed traffic. Slight delay, Mansfield. Alright. Let's use every bit we have here.
There you go. Nice job. Now, if you look, we got a little bit of a left crosswind. Winds are kind of down, but they're a little slightly to the sock slight pointly to the right, meaning we got a little bit of a left crosswind. So if you hold that left wing down, that's going to help you prevent what happened last time.
Gotcha.
So, all right, let's do it.
Would that also mean you have a little bit less right rudder?
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, full power. All right. Brake.
Like I said, keep looking at the end of the runway. You're going to feel that you still need a little bit of that rudder. But you see your speeds coming up.
Yeah.
And just let it build up, let it build up, let it build up. There's 64 knots. Keep that right rudder in there. Start bringing her up. Now climb it up, 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 up. There you go. See that? Look at that. We're already up clear of the treetops. We're not even halfway down this runway. There you go. Now.
Alright, now I'm going to walk these guys low. Alright. Mansfield traffic, check your turn, November, left crosswind to left downwind for runway 32, Mansfield.
Now, what would you do if you were coming into Mansfield? Say you came by, you looked, and that windsock was like ripped, wasn't working. How would you know what runway to use?
Well, I could get in the pattern and see where I'm going faster on my ground speed.
Good. It's definitely a good option. Same thing like if you're ever going to do, say you're doing turns around a point, your rest turns, you don't know where your downwind is, do what's called a wind circle. Just do a 360, and like you said, where your ground speed's the highest is your tailwind.
Right.
When your ground speed's the slowest, that's your headwind. Now try giving me another short field, and on this one, keep your focus out on that runway. Just feel for those flaps and that brake.
Alright. Mansfield traffic, check your 3 November, final runway 32, Mansfield.
There you go, let her come on down. It's funny, the cars on the highway are moving faster than us. There you go. Now just keep staring at that far into that runway. You got that runway made. Cut that power right back. Keep the nose up as long as you can. Good. Now keep that stick back. See all of that energy?
Yeah.
You want to bleed it off. When you pull the stick back like this, it's going to do a couple of things. It's going to protect that prop and that nose wheel, for one. For two, now it's putting all the weight on the mains, which means when you go to hit those brakes, that's going to make those brakes more effective for you.
Feel like we're going to take off again all of a sudden.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't even think I've heard one person on the radios.
I haven't here. I mean, I've heard, Block Island and stuff when I was driving in, but you were the only person I heard here.
I ain't even saying while we're up here. I haven't even heard too many local people like Plymouth or Westerly or Block Island or anything.
No. And I guess I get it if, like, you're doing this for fun.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the greatest day to be doing it, but...
No. I could agree with that. So what I'm going to have you do on this one, take off, let's go out to the northwest for a little bit. Go work on some maneuvers for a little bit. Landings are looking pretty good.
You say so. Fuel pump on, alright. I don't need that. Okay. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, departing runway 32. We'll be departing to the northwest, Mansfield. Alright, full power. Full right rudder. Gauge is in the green. Airspeed's alive.
Alright, so what I'll have you do is go over 495 and stay to the west side of it. That way we don't hit that TFR. Hey, look, what I kind of always like to use as a reference for all these stadium TFRs is 495 right here. As long as we're on the south side of it, southwest side of it, you're never going to hit the TFR.
Gotcha.
Kind of nice, like a nice little visual barrier. I think it's bumpy up here. You should see what it would have been like today at Keene.
Yeah.
Those hills and that terrain and everything.
The wind kind of just raced through there.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what causes a lot of the turbulence around that area is you get, monadnock and everything, and then you got down at the lower altitudes, all the little hills and stuff, and the wind just gets shifted off that. You get all squirrely.
Yeah.
I call it being squirrely. You get all looped up and...
Right.
Alright, bring us up to 2,000 feet, level us off, and what we'll do is we're going to do a little bit of slow flight.
Okay.
Roger, tax, uptown and southeast.
Alright, go ahead and start setting her up. Just dip your wings for real quick. Make sure you don't see any traffic near you. On the check ride, make sure you do the 90-degree turns for the clearing turns.
Right.
But there's nobody out today. We can see really well, and I don't see anybody. You?
I don't see anybody.
Alright, so I'd say the area is good and clear. Let's go ahead, set her up, see how slow you can fly it.
Alright, so I'll bring it back. In here. Keep myself.
Nice, now give me a right turn to a heading of 3. 310.
310.
Yep. Going a little more. Go to 330. Try that.
All right, going to 33.
A little too far. Go back to 310.
Okay.
Trying to see how slow we can get her.
35, 34, 33.
Black Island, New England 410 Northwest, 1600 inbound Black Island.
Keep bringing that nose up. Keep bringing that power up. Like, bring the power up.
Oh.
Power is going to be what? See
Right,
that?
right.
Now we're back at 27. Look down. Look out your window straight down.
Almost like we're standing still.
Yeah. This plane, the slowest I've got, it's like 7 knots over the ground.
Oh, man.
And the 172, one day I got to go backwards. It's
Lamar
funny because
traffic,
you look at the GPS and it shows that you're flying the opposite direction. It doesn't know which way you're actually facing,
all the way to
Right.
Portsmouth. Lamar traffic.
There you go. So keep walking that power and keep bringing that nose up. You can slow this thing way down. Our stall light's not even on yet. There you go. Keep bringing that power up. Keep bringing the nose up. There you go. Keep it coordinated and keep that ball centered. That'll keep you from stalling even sooner, too. There you go. Now give me a right turn back to 310.
Going to 310.
My phone has service. We'll get the winds aloft there.
Black Island, New England 45 Northwest, 1700, land crosswind 28 Black Island.
There you go.
Three.
Keep her climbing up. Beware.
No.
Black Island, New England 4 Northwest shore crosswind 28 Black Island.
27, that's not bad. Not too shabby. Well, you'll see that's pretty funny is when we turn around. If you're going to turn around, Mansfield's going to look like it's like right there.
there.
Like we've been flying away this whole time. As long as this loads.
Second 4, turning downwind 28 Black Island.
Like we're only 6 miles from Mansfield this whole time. It's been sitting here, pop, 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 pop. Now try giving me a turn 180 degrees. Go to a heading of like 120.
120. Alright. I'm going to turn to the left here.
Wesley, traffic helicopters on a shoreline final for 32 Wesley. Looking for a turn and final, 28 Bravo.
Alright. Go ahead, recover from slow flight.
Alright, full power.
Now give me a turn 180 degrees. Climb us up. We're going to try to get up to like, or get a couple thousand feet. Try it again. Now look at your ground speed. Doing like 120 now. It feels like you're flying. No pun intended. There you go. Give me a right turn. 180, 310. See if you can get up in altitude.
Alright, right turn.
So hold VY for me. Keep climbing her up. Climb us right up. Bring us up to like 5,000. Climbing pretty quick today.
Yep.
Got a nice density altitude for it. So if we look at this winds aloft chart, there's Boston. Right here.
Earlier was like 270 at 31 knots.
We get up to 9,000 feet, the winds are 65 knots up there.
Alright.
Down at 6,000 feet, they're 40 knots. That's some pretty strong winds today.
Yeah.
The highest you've ever been up in one of these?
I don't think I've been that high, to be honest with you. Maybe, I don't remember going past 5,000.
Okay. Keep holding VY, climb her up, see how high we can get her. We got enough time to mess around a little bit. We'll climb up, we'll do some slow flight. We'll do a 180, we'll pull the power out, see if you can glide it all the way back into Mansfield. Got a nice tailwind up at altitude. See how far you can glide her on in.
Okay.
You see, once you get up here too,
Much better.
it smooths out.
Yeah.
And it depends on the day. Sometimes it's turbulent wherever you go. Then there's other days where it's turbulent the higher you go and smoother the lower you are, and then vice versa. Turbulent low over the ground, but not too bad up here.
Yeah. No, it's not bad at all right now.
The reason is kind of when you think about it, all the wind's hitting the trees, the hills, the terrain, and it's getting blown and moving around, and that's what makes all that kind of swirly motion and everything like that.
Yeah.
All this, we're only 6 miles away still. Isn't that crazy?
It's almost frustrating.
It would have taken us a while to get to Keene today.
That's right, yeah.
The way back would have been pretty quick, though. That's how you build up cross-country time. You just pick a nice headwind day and go.
Right.
There you go. See, keep her coming up. Let's see where these clouds are. We still got plenty of room near
looks
the
like
clouds,
it.
so... So there you go. That's right here is about the mile. Well, a little more. Another 200-300 feet, you'll be a mile
Right.
off the ground. Now, when you look down, like look at some of those houses and that kind of stuff, does it look like you're a mile off the ground?
Feels like it's more to me.
Does it?
Yeah, but should it not? Should it look like less?
It's just weird, like you lose depth perception after a certain point, which is why, I don't know if I ever told you this or not before, about the, what, I can't even think of the name, skydivers do. They wear altimeters on their wrist.
Right. So you have no idea where they are.
Yeah, so they can keep track of, like, oh yeah, you know, I am getting closer to the ground, or, because like, even like you said, right here, it does look like you're high up.
Yeah.
And, you know, your picture, 5,000 feet, that free fall, probably goes by pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Getting closer now, this guy.
Let's kind of go right through these right here. We got a nice big gap there. Oh, they finally started to lift, that's for sure.
Yep. I don't see anybody. Alright.
Good. That's a good habit to get into. That's nice, that sun.
It is so nice. It's burning the hell out of my face right now.
Alright, so the wind direction, let's see. About 260, 250, somewhere in that range, is what we're going to turn to. Once we get past this. And then we're going to do some slow flight.
Alright. We're at the base, basically. 6,500 or so.
Yeah, just take it, keep climbing till we get by it, and then once we get by it,
Okay.
we'll level out. We don't really have to worry about Providence or anything right now. Well above their airspace. Almost high enough where we could go fly over Logan.
Yeah. 7,000, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's actually one of the shorter Bravos. Typically Bravos go up to about 10,000 feet.
Right. This is definitely, I'm sure I've never been to 7,000 feet.
I mean, look out. It doesn't look too much different.
It really doesn't.
The only difference is, when you look outside, this much is a couple of miles as compared to this much being a couple of miles.
Right.
If you get what I'm saying with that.
Yeah, no,
I
I
don't really
do.
know the words to describe that.
Yeah.
Scale-wise.
Well, because you're not looking straight down, you have
Right.
a much further view out.
Alright. Try putting her into some slow flight right here.
Okay, I want to bring the power out. I'll hold this nose up. I'll go in. Notch of flaps. Oh, climbing.
There you go. Now give us it's going to be a pain in the butt for a second, but give us a turn to 260, 250, and then slow her down as best as you can. See what happens.
Alright. 250.
Now look at your ground speed.
20.
Bringing her up nice and steady. Like keep pitching up, keep pitching up. Literally get it right onto the edge where you feel it buffet. And give us a little bit of a right turn. It actually seemed like we were getting better, a little more towards the west. There you go. 24. Going a little more to your right. Feel all that P factor right here?
Yeah.
P factor is most prevalent during what conditions?
Slow.
Yep. High power settings
Slow, that's why, yeah, high power zone is slow.
and high angles of attack. It's literally all three right here.
Exactly what we're doing.
Yep. Look at 14 knots, 13 knots, 12 knots, 10 knots. They're coming. Get it to the single digits. A little more to your right. Go back to your left a little.
Chasing the wind. 9.
There you go. Look at that. You're barely moving.
Now it jumped back up.
Yep. So, alright. Level her out. Cruise her back out. Just bring those flaps up. Get that nose forward a little. Alrighty. Give us a left turn.
Getting a little cool in here.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's saying it's below 0 degrees Fahrenheit up here.
Oh, wow.
Negative 20 degrees Celsius.
I can feel that wind on the back of my legs.
And... Is there a vent open?
Must be. I definitely feel it.
Oh, yeah. I wonder where it's coming from. Huh. I don't know where it is coming from.
There's a hole in the plane.
That's some air. Alright, bring that power right back to idle nice and smooth. Glide her in. 10 miles out at 8,000 feet, think we can make it.
Asking a lot, I feel like, but we have a lot of speed.
Look, we're doing 130 knots
Yeah.
with no power.
Let's get us.
Or if you want to have a little fun, go full throttle, see what you can get for ground speed for a little bit, and then we'll bend down.
Oh, let me...
Yeah. See what she gets up to.
About 40?
That's some pretty good motion over the ground. And if you give her a little nose down trim, just like you're doing, you get that. That's going to really get that speed. There you go.
We got to stay above these clouds, though.
Yeah, stay above them. When we get to the other side, we'll come down.
Yeah.
150 knots going this way, 9 knots going that way.
That's a first for me. That's going to look cool on Foreflight recording.
Alright, here you go. Try her out now. Just walk her back nice and smooth.
Alright.
Got our oil temperature is nice and cool already, so bring her on in.
Alright.
Actually, it probably looks like we're almost on top of Mansfield.
Oh, there. I was looking way down there.
The cowl's actually blocking it for me.
Oh my god, it's right there.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee through November, 6 miles to the northwest at 7,500 feet. Simulated engine out for 3-2, Mansfield. So what I want you to do, we're going to spiral down over it. Go over the airport.
Yep.
Glide it in. And when you get over the object you want to land, say, pretend this was a field. You looked around and you couldn't find an airport, but you were up here at 7,500 feet. That's not too far off from your 6,500 feet that you would have chosen as your altitude on the way to Keene.
Yeah.
So the best thing you can do is get over the object you want to land on first, especially if you got this much altitude, and then spiral down over it. Because if you kind of spiral down and then try to move over to it, like, oh shoot, I accidentally got too low. You accidentally get too low here, okay, land in a different direction or something. But at least get over your object.
When you do that, obviously, I can no longer see Mansfield.
Kind of stay off to the right slightly so you can see it down off of your left. Get the defrosters on in here.
There it is. That's better.
Believe it or not, that's 3 miles away.
God, that's so weird.
Yeah, isn't it?
I feel like I'm there.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee through November's 3 miles to the northwest at 6,500 feet, spiraling down, simulated engine out, 3-2 Mansfield.
Are we gonna go past it? We're gonna kind of circle, is what you're saying?
Yep. We're literally just gonna roll it into a bank, and you're gonna look out your window, and you're just gonna keep a tight 360 coming down.
Do I want to do that though once I'm past the airport, so that I can then come in?
Sure.
Okay.
Try it. I'd go right just a little bit over the numbers almost, the 3-2.
Okay.
Then you can when you start getting your normal sight picture back, TPA and everything, loop it.
I do like this though, you pull the power out, we're still flying.
Right. I mean, this is what would happen if it really happened up here.
Right. But luckily there's an airport right here.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much over the airport right now.
Yep.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee through November is over the field, 5,500, spiraling down for 3-2, simulated engine out, Mansfield. There you go. Now this is actually like a commercial maneuver we call steep spirals, but what you want to do now is do you look like you're almost over the numbers right now, or no?
We're pretty close.
Okay, I can see on the GPS where I can't see out your window.
Yeah, we're just about at the numbers now.
Get them just about near the numbers now. Roll it into a nice steep bank. Keep holding VG. You got it trimmed out for that. And just kind of keep spiraling down now. And what you're going to do is you might even need to move a little over more. Come around to 360, and then you can come back and just kind of get it to... You can literally see the numbers right out your window, and we're just going to spiral down over the field like this. What I'm going to do is, it's called clearing the engine. I'm just going to bring the power back up a little, make sure that the spark plugs don't get gunked up or anything weird.
All right.
So this doesn't turn into a real engine out. Now, even though this thing glides like a brick, imagine if you were up here in like the 172 or the Warrior where it glided even better, how much time you would have.
Go to top
you got
and back.
Yeah, seriously. Think of how much time we just had in all of this, how far we could easily glide and everything. There you go. Looking good. Now just kind of spiral it right down.
I do maybe one more turn here.
Oh, you got plenty of time.
Okay.
You're still at 4,000 feet. You can roll it even steeper too, like roll it right into a 45, 60 degree bank. There you go. Now just kind of keep the nose up to hold that, and now you're going to really start losing some of that altitude. And that's what this is designed for. These are called steep spirals, but we're going to play those winds, because you know those winds are going to be kind of pushing you.
Yeah.
Just keep it coming down. Keep looking at your reference point. Don't be afraid to watch. Just really kind of roll this right in here, and just kind of keep it coming down. Woohoo!
Stall light.
There you go. See? Still over the 3-2 numbers. Good. Does Foreflight have like a 3D profile view?
A what?
Like a 3-dimensional profile view that shows your flight?
I don't know if it does. You could
there's-
take it into, I think, like Google Earth, like the KMZ file,
Yeah.
and look at that.
It'd be kind of cool to see this one.
Yeah.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 on November is over the field at 3,000 feet. Simulated engine out for 3-2 Mansfield. So I'm going to kind of sit back and shut up now, and I'm going to start letting you take over what you want to do from this point out. I'm going to let you feel her out. So just kind of talk me through what you're doing and what you're thinking. And
Well, we're at 3,000 feet, so I want to go at least another one.
Radio check.
And, I mean, I want to try and at least get to pattern altitude. Probably need to be a little bit lower before I sort of straighten out and get into the... Let's see where we're at now. We're at 2,000. I think we're going to try for it here.
yeah, remember, you don't need to go straight forward. You can do S-turns, you can do a 180, 270, you can put flaps in, you can slip it, do whatever you feel is necessary.
I think we're going to do a little slipping and flapping. Oh.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 on November is on about a mile final, 3-2, simulated engine out, Mansfield.
Still pretty high here, but...
Yeah, so what can we do? Let's fix that. We don't want to overfly this. Do another 360 if you gotta.
Alright.
Do a 180, do a 270, do a 90 and then 90 back, whatever you need to. Just keep it coordinated, keep that nose forward, keep that speed at your best glide speed. If you get slower than best glide, we're not going to glide as far. If you get faster than best glide, we're not going to glide as far. There you go, see? You had plenty of time. Keep that nose forward, though. 70 knots on the inner scale. 80 miles per hour.
Start crossing runway 624 Sierra.
There you go. Keep that nose forward. Pitching up like that is what's going to cause you to sink faster. Watch, if we go up like this, this is really where you're just going to start. You're not gaining any altitude.
Right.
Now you're just drop. Feel that?
Yep.
This is a little trick too that you can use. Me doing that probably made it so you ain't going to make it as much. Sorry, we got to clear the engine out a little anyways. Keep it going for a second, but really keep that 70 knots. If you get 10 knots below that, that's going to really significantly increase the sink rate that this airplane has as well. So this is probably right about here where my guess is you would have been.
Alright. Alright.
And if you need it, you obviously got it. That headwind's really gonna grab you today.
I'm gonna put in a little hair.
Go for it. Make her a good landing. We'll try it again sometime. We won't go up quite to 8,000 feet and do it again, but we'll come up higher and a little further and have you come in and spiral around and down. There you go. There you go. See, now add a little bit of power. See how that's just kind of pop. There you go. Just keep a little power and roll it all the way down to the end.
Alright.
Not like anyone's behind us.
Fair enough. I feel like we stopped in about 10 feet there.
Oh God, yeah.
We were going like 30 miles an hour.
There you go, from 9.1 to 151.
Just 180 degrees is the difference.
Trying to see, I didn't have your...
Not this pump?
Nope, next one. I don't know what's up with it. It's been down for a little while.
Yeah.
I sworn I had your number in here. I don't...
Yeah, I've texted you. I gave it to you once.
Yeah, I just got this new phone. My other one kind of junked out. I dropped it in the touchscreen.
Oh, really?
Not really a touchscreen anymore.
I just got on my wife's phone plan after 7 years of marriage.
Yep.
And finally got a new phone for that, so that was nice. Yeah, I remember I texted you this when I was doing a solo, and you were like, you know, I got text, and I was like, yeah,